Are you getting discouraged looking for a home, thinking you're never going to find your ideal home and in your price range? With the extremely low level of existing home inventory, maybe purchasing a brand new construction home is the right path for you. But if you're not careful, costs and other factors can really sneak up on you that can actually harm you in the long run. So today I'm going to share with you 5 tips to avoid costly mistakes when buying new construction homes. Hi, I'm Stewart.Ebaugh, local Atlanta area realtor with Southern Classic Realtors. And before we get started, be sure you're following my page and turn on notifications so you can follow us each time we post some great content for you. You don't want to miss anything there. And also make sure you check out all the free bonuses that I have for you in the video description, especially today's free bonus. Buying or building a new home is super exciting. But before you sign any contract, you really want to do your homework first. My first tip for avoiding a costly mistake: shop lenders. Most builders are going to have either in-house lender or preferred lenders that they're going to work with. And they may or may not offer competitive rates and competitive lender fees. So here's the big one. Make sure you look closely at those builder incentives before you commit to anything. Some builders will give you, thousands of dollars in incentives and free upgrades if you use their preferred lender. Or they may say you don't get any of these incentives and upgrades if you don't use their lender, if you bring your own outside lender. But you want to know the total cost of all these incentives and which route you're going before you commit to anything. An outside lender may have lower interest rates, much lower lender fees that over the life of your loan can save you so much more money than just the value of the incentive package that the builder is offering. I remember an instance where a buyer client was offered a very large incentive package from the builder, but their preferred lenders were offering 5 and 5.5% interest rates. Well, my outside lender got them a loan at 3.25%. That's huge. Over the life of that loan, that is tens and tens and tens of thousands of dollars. And turns out that we were able to get the builder's incentive package anyway. So it was a huge win for the builder, for my buyer. So just be careful before you sign on that dotted line and just accept those builder incentives and their lender just right off the bat. And that brings me to my tip number 2. Always have your own representation. That person working inside that model home that you meet might be a great person, very nice, but they represent the builder. They are not there to look out for your best interest. They're there to look out for the builder and the seller's best interest. So my advice would be to never register or give your information to that on-site agent without having your own representation there with you. Your personal realtor will be happy to set up an appointment to take you out to that model home, that neighborhood, and show you the homes. But if you happen to be out just driving around and you want to pull into the new subdivision, see what's going on, then the first words out of your mouth if that on-site agent approaches you is, "We're just here to look, and we already have a real estate agent." And their reaction and response will give you a good feel of how you can proceed from there. They may want you to fill out a registration card, and if you do, I would just put down your realtor's name and phone number and email address, and that on-site agent can contact you, a realtor. So one of the biggest myths out there is that buyers think that they can save money if they don't have their own buyer's representation. They think that the builder is just going to cut, say 3% off the price of the house because there's not another agent involved. And that is not true. And there's a number of reasons for that. But the main ones are, 1, the builder already knows about what percentage of homes are going to be sold with a buyer's agent and how many homes are going to be sold where they just come direct to the community and to that on-site agent. So those percentages are already factored into the price of their home, knowing that some homes are going to have to pay a buyer's agent and some homes that they're not. And 2, most importantly, is the builders can't cut the price of their homes because now they've just affected the appraisal value of all the other homes in the neighborhood. Certainly the ones of the people who've already just bought that same floor plan. Now they've upset them, and as they try to increase prices in succeeding phases, then they've also hurt themselves there if they reduce the sales price on a particular home. So the builder has an incentive to keep the price up, and so they can keep the price working up as they move throughout the neighborhood. Tip number 3, fully understand the builder warranties And research the builder's warranty reputation as well. When you buy a new construction home, you'll have a number of implied and express warranties offered by the builder and the manufacturers of the various systems and appliances in the home. You'll want to understand the builder's warranties and the length that certain items are covered. You'll also want to research how well the builder handles maintenance and warranty requests. I remember some buyers had just moved into their brand new home. They had moved here from Alabama, and the very first rainstorm was raining inside their house, water running down the walls. It was a mess. But the builder was fantastic, sent his guys back out, got it fixed right away, took care of replacing and cleaning up the sheetrock and getting it repainted. Everything worked out great. So just know that things can happen, things do happen, and they're not always noticed on a home inspection. So you just want to be prepared and know that your builder is going to respond to something like that very quickly and professionally. Tip number 4, choose your upgrades wisely. If your home hasn't been started yet, or it's in an early stage where certain materials have not been picked out yet, one of the most exciting days you can have is going to the design center and picking out your choices of colors and cabinets and upgrades. Some builders have a complete showroom at an off-site location, while others just may use one of the extra bedrooms in the model home. In either case, you'll have a lot of options of choices of styles and colors and finishes and fixtures to choose from. It's easy to get carried away, but don't fall into the trap of choosing upgrades that will either push you over your budget or may over-improve your home for the neighborhood. For instance, upgrading from a laminate countertop to a granite is usually a very safe upgrade, or from a vinyl flooring or carpet to tile or hardwood floor is a very safe upgrade. But there may be options for things like high-end cabinets that can really add to the bill and isn't going to really get you any extra value out of the appraised value for your home. So just be careful that you're not overextending yourself and you're not over-improving your home for the value that you'll get. So as tempting as it may seem at the time when you're in the design center, you'll really be glad that you didn't overextend your budget. Now my 5th and final tip, which may be the most important of all, is always, always, always hire your own outside independent home inspector to check out the home. Many people mistakenly have the notion that, well, it's a new home. Why do I need to have it inspected? What's wrong with the house? Or didn't the county people inspect the home when it was being built? Well, yes, they did. But the county inspectors are only looking for certain things during certain phases of construction. They are not going over the house with a fine-tooth comb. So if you're building a home from the ground up, you'll want to have your inspector probably out about 3 times in different phases of construction. It'll cost just a little bit more money, but this is the time that you want to identify any potential areas to the builder so they can fix those before the insulation goes in and the drywall goes up and covers up those mistakes. And if your home is already complete or mostly complete, the inspector can still do a good thorough home inspection and can provide that list of defects to the builder so they can correct that before you move in. So I'm curious, if you were to buy a new home, what would be your favorite area? Put it in the comments and let's see. So as an added bonus, I'm offering a free weekly list of area new homes for sale. This will be sent right to your email inbox. So if you'd like to get that, I've put a link in the video description. There's no cost, no obligation. So go ahead and check that out, and we'll get that list out to you right away, and you can get weekly updates of those new homes. Well, again, I'm Stewart.Ebaugh, Southern Classic Realtors here in the Atlanta area. Thanks for joining me on this video today. If you got some good value out of it, go ahead and give it a like, and maybe even share it with your friends. Again, be sure you're following my page and turn on those notifications so you can follow the next great content that we bring to you. So until then, I look forward to seeing you on the next one.